Was on NAPA's website the other day in their clearance section, and I found this LED kit 735-0092 on sale for $99. Normal price was like $378, $379. I've been looking for a set of LED lights for my flatbed for some time, so I thought, hey, this surely must be the deal for me. I know what these are. These are cube lights or spotlights. I would have rather have had floodlights, but hey, we're getting a great deal on these awesome lights, right? And then there's these things. I had no idea what an RGB light is because, well, I'm old. That stands for red, green, blue. So these are those dumb lights that like the squatted Carolina trucks run underneath their bodies and in their suspensions. I'm gonna date myself a little bit here. You remember the old neon lights that people used on their rides back in the day to make their car look like it was floating on a cloud? Well, this is kind of the same thing, but it's like to show off your chrome suspension. That's what I bought. So, doing with them. The cube lights went up here on top of the headache rack. You can see one there, one over there. And I'll show you where I put the switch. Put the switch down here because this is about as much wiring as I had. So we've got box and spot. The box are my RGB lights, and they go into my toolboxes. One there, and yep, you guessed it, I put a couple behind my back wheels. One in here. This box is unlocked, so we'll open it up. So now I've got lights inside of my toolboxes. I wanted to put some on my toolboxes, but the only way that they would be useful was if they were mounted up here. Otherwise, it's just going to point out at your face. You want the light pointing down. And the way these things mount is with bolts, and I did not want to drill 2 holes here or there on these boxes. So I elected not to put the lights in the boxes. And as you've already seen, I put the other 2 lights behind the back tires on the frame. And my thinking is that should help somewhat backing up, being able to see behind you. And it does. So this controller that comes with the kit is able to control 10 lights at a time, and it comes with a grand total of 6 lights, 4 RGB lights, and 2 cubes. And you can also control, to a certain extent, these cube lights. You can make those things change colors, dance to the music, whatever. But anyway, I've got them wired up to where they will come on whenever I turn on my box lights. But you've got a second switch for the actual cube lights, and then it really lights up behind you. And like I said, I would have rather have had floodlights, but you know what? This will be pretty good for tailgaters as well. It's just going to. That's it's freaking bright. Better shut these things off before I annoy some of the people on the roads here. The wiring was fairly straightforward. There is a wire. Okay, on the cube lights, it has 2 sets of wires, one that goes to the controller, and then you've got your power wires, and then the RGB lights only has the single wire running to them, and then I've got everything bundled back here. That's just how I'm doing it right now. I'm not entirely sure that's how it's going to stay, but for now, that's where it's at. It all fits there, and so far it's not giving me any extra noises or rattles or anything like that. I'm undecided as to whether or not if this is worth $100 yet or not. I guess if the cube lights are of decent quality, I would say those things are worth $100 actually. Definitely I would not spend almost $400 on this kit. I would say for $100 it's probably worth it. Anyway, I don't remember if I said this or not at the beginning of this video. There's like no information on these lights on the internet, and that's really why I wanted to make the video, was to help somebody else maybe make a decision in their purchases. Anyway, I hope this helped you if you were looking for these lights, and I hope you have a great day.